coaches, I know you're scared of these crazy parents. They're always calling you, texting you, taking you out to lunch or whatever it is to try to manipulate you in such a way that you're going to help their child move on to the next level. That's what happens if you are a newbie coach. You finally got a paid job as a super coach, and you don't understand this. It really exists. Parents will do anything for their children. They will wine and dine you and manipulate you and then ask you a weird question that will challenge your integrity. It will get this deep. It's happened to me. Can you make a recommendation to this D1 school? And they're not D1, and then you'll reply, that might be beyond their level. And it's, how dare you, I'm pulling my kid, and they're moving to another team. And then you lose money, and you can't function, and the club's going to threaten to get rid of you because you are losing high-paying parents in the club. That exists. You might think it doesn't. It does. Sorry. But I've been through the ringer with parents and running clubs and all that for years. And my suggestion is to get a parent to understand development and get off the focus of winning, because we're all pressured to win, right? We all want to win, but ultimately, if you had any integrity whatsoever as far as the care for the players you're trying to develop, developing matters. How do you get your parents to stop pressuring you to win at all costs versus develop at all costs? And you hear that a lot. People are saying this, the game's the best teacher, development is everything, playing soccer at a technical level that makes sense so you can advance. We all can speak the game. The question is, can you get your parents off your back so you can actually do those things? And that's difficult to do. The manipulation, I don't care where you're at. If you're a volunteer coach, you're going to be manipulated by these parents. They're going to put a ton of pressure on you. And the goal is, can you get the parents off your back and really focus on the results of development versus the results of the score line at the end of the game? And it is possible, I think. So I had a parent would just not understand why his child wasn't starting or getting more time, and I tried to explain it to him, that, and this is like U18, and this player wasn't getting enough time, and we were in the summer of entering their last year of youth soccer, and we played in a adult league against women at the Hispanic League, and we were trying to get them ready for the next season by just playing a lot. And I had all the parents chart their kids, how many touches they took, in which direction they passed it to, and whether it went to their team or the opposition. And I had them chart, that, and then turn it in so we could put in an Excel spreadsheet and keep track of data. And I had a parent do that, and the first time they did that with their child, they then realize, oh my gosh, my child gets the ball and gives it to the opposition a lot. And they don't see it because they have mommy and daddy goggles on. They think their kids are perfect. But when they have to literally write it down, and score their child and then turn it in, they're like, oh my word. This parent came to me after and apologized to me. He goes, I understand now. Because he was charting like everybody else too. And he apologized. I was shocked. I've never been more blown away. And I didn't understand that, mommy and daddy goggles are real. They think their child's a lot better than they are. I have the same problem, but I'm always checking myself and trying to recognize the weaknesses in my kids and whatnot. So, but you get it. You'll see a moment where they do something amazing. You're like, oh my gosh, they're amazing. When it's actually charted over time, that really determines levels of players. Even in college, we'll see a player come in for a trial, and they're like, oh my gosh, they do something amazing. But it's consistency over time that dictates a player's level, especially at college. As each year you get into the game, you have to make less and less mistakes, and you have to be effective. And the best way to do that is to chart it. Go if you look up on my YouTube channel or just search Coach Cameron soccer math, you'll see Excel spreadsheets where I'll score the game. I'll put time, how much time the players play. Well, my child, because I charted my kids. How long my son was on the field, how many opportunities he had on the ball, how many touches did he take in between sequences, which was in possession, whether it's 1 or 2 touch, and then connecting a pass or shooting or whatever it might be, and direction, forward, backside. And then I would also do takeaways, takeaway assists, and all these things. I would track everything I could so I could actually chart my child and have a discussion with them and try to develop their technique or their gameplay through just charting. Even effort, all those things can be charted. But yeah, just search Coach Cameron soccer math, and it'll series of videos will come up, and probably including this one. But yeah, coaches, if you want to be able to talk to your parents and communicate to them effectively, you got to get them to take stats on their child so they see their soccer development in real time. And it's good. And if you can chart things over, say, 10 games, 20 games, 30 games, you can see their development or regression, and then you can make better decisions on what you need to do as an individual or as a team with development. So hopefully that makes sense, and hopefully that'll help all of you out. Communicate with your parents or coaches, because it can be reversed. A parent can take the same data and be like, my kid is getting worse under your tutelage. We need another team. It could backfire too. Good luck. Peace.